What is going on, family? Welcome back to the channel of Truly Chosen. It's me and Pan, as always.
Yeah.
And today, after watching Dune Part 2, we just wanted to come together and just, talk about it a little bit, give our thoughts about and just how great the movie is, why you should go and watch it. I
Yes,
know maybe like
yes.
like me, where I didn't even I didn't even watch Part 1 to be fair, but from what I heard, it was not like it was bad or it was trash or nothing like that. But it just wasn't like worth the hype. It wasn't like worth going to see in a sense. Like if you read the books or just if you just wanted to go watch a movie, sure, but like don't go out of
Mm-hmm.
your way to go watch it. Then here comes part two, and then Jack and Pan they went to go watch it, and when they came back, they said this shit was damn near peak. And I went on TikTok, and all I could see on my fucking for you page was just different edits
These
of
Dune
this
edits go
man.
crazy, man.
Nah, they go crazy with the fucking go, 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 go with the
Yeah, they
carnival shit with
they
Kanye.
they
I didn't like
remixed
it.
like they remixed Carnival with Fiend from Travis Scott. It's
Okay,
yeah, it's like the anthem now. It's pretty
it's
good.
actually so
And
good.
the wildest thing, this is not even peak edits because they still use the trailers because we don't have
Yeah,
the full HD version of the movie yet. As soon as that drops, the edits are going on to a new level, way more.
so fucking goaded, so fucking goaded.
Yeah, and
I
you
ain't gonna
said
hold
you
you.
said talking about the movie a little bit. No, it's movie of the year. I'm saying it right the fuck now.
I don't know about that. We have still have a lot of year to cover, but
No,
like it's for
bro.
sure gonna be nominated
Bro,
just
I
off rip.
always do this. You know I always do this. As soon as Spider-Verse came out, I also came on here and said movie of the year. And was I wrong? Was I wrong? Maybe I was a bit wrong. Okay, Oppenheimer was also clean.
Yeah,
But for me personally, except for Oppenheimer, I mean, Spider-Verse, nothing else really came close. I didn't watch every movie coming out,
yeah,
but I tried
yeah.
to keep up. And yeah, I feel like last year, Oppenheimer, Barbie, maybe not Barbie, but Oppenheimer and Spider-Verse were my favorites. And this year, if anything comes out, like doesn't matter if anything else big comes out, Dune 2 will still be amongst my favorites by far for this year. It's just
Nah,
full of
it's really
quality.
so well done, so well done.
Yeah, but
Everything about it.
you still haven't watched the first movie?
No, I did.
Ah, okay.
That's what I will say. So
I was afraid.
I think
I was scared for a second. You went
no,
into it
no, no,
without
no.
watching the
I would have
first.
been so fucking confused. I would have been like, what the who's these people?
Yeah, it's really like a sudden start. Like it doesn't explain you what happened before, right?
Yeah, hell
It
no.
just throws you in there. Yep, which is
Because
good.
I watched part one like the night before. I watched part two. I think maybe it's on like HBO Max or something like
Same with
that.
my brother. He also watched part one one day before.
But I love it though. 'Cause I feel like it's like a better way to like not a better way, but I liked it because like it was like it felt like I watched like like one episode
Mm-hmm.
of the TV show, and then I just woke up and watched the next episode the next day. 'Cause, like it continues from like the very point
Yeah.
the first one ends off on. It gets a little bit of a recap of like like when Paul's like, oh, my dad was killed, and that like a little bit, but like not like as I said, like it sums up the entire first. Because you need to go watch the first movie to really fully understand what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but even for the like just talking about a little bit about the first movie, just a real quick, I didn't see any of like the gripes and stuff with the first. I mean, I will say like it may be pretty slow at times, but like after watching the second movie, it makes you appreciate the first movie in a sense because like it was it's building up the exposition, it's building up for for this like climatic of the season two, so not season two, but
Mm-hmm.
the movie
Yeah,
second
yeah.
movie.
Part two. Yeah.
So movie one, like I feel like the pacing was like that, and everything happened the way it was to because it's gonna probably be a trilogy, might be more than that. I heard that like these two movies are still only in the first book, like they're not even like, and there's like 12 books or some shit like that, and they said like the Dune series like it's the most like unadaptable franchise ever because it gets to a certain point where you can't even like put it on screen anymore because how much shit be going on in there.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I don't know what's gonna happen,
Heard about that too.
but yeah, part one, the movie part, yeah, part one, movie one was really good, and like, of course, maybe not as good as the second one, but I'll probably give the first one like a 7.5, and then give this one like an 8.5,
Yeah.
something like
This
that.
this was more or less the same rating I gave to Dune One. I think I gave it like a 6.5 ish, something like that.
Mm.
I went to theaters with my brother. I didn't know what Dune was before. He didn't know about it, and I hate to say it, but I was sitting there low key bored. Okay, maybe it's just because I was in the theaters. If I was at home, it would be different. And if I knew that part two would be coming out, like, or is already out, like with in your case, right? Then maybe I would have had a different mindset. But I went into this not knowing that it was a trilogy or would be a trilogy, and I watched it, and you have this open ending, right? And you don't know when
Yeah.
part two comes out. And throughout the movie, not a whole lot of interesting, I don't know how to say it, stuff happened to, like, in my, like, when I was watching it. Of course, as I said, I didn't know what would happen next. I don't know where this story is going on, like going. So I'm watching this, and it's just build up, and the payoff comes in the later movies. So it's not like with the Spider-Verse movies, where every movie has its own thing going on. So it always pays off at the end, even though it still continues on throughout the movies. Dune 1 didn't have that, so it just ends with him in the desert and then leaving, and going on his whatever journey that continues in Dune 2. So Dune 1 is cool, I guess. It's a pretty movie. It's old, as you said. Star Wars stole some shit, people are talking about it right now.
What do you mean? I was like, they copied Dune, or
Yeah,
you
for
vice
sure. Yeah,
versa?
Star Wars has a lot of stuff that that is also in Dune, and Dune came out before
Oh,
Star Wars. Yeah, like even like
oh,
Jabba, the Fat, whatever he's called, like the
oh
role.
yeah.
Yeah, it's also from Dune, inspired, stolen, whatever you want to call it.
Oh wow.
But and Paul is like the archetype for Anakin, also, as a character. They are not the same. Paul has a different journey from what I've heard, but it's the inspiration. And I feel like they also, the people like George Lucas, whoever also participated in this, also said, yeah, this Dune was like their inspiration. But that's besides the point. Both franchises are good. I'm not even hating on Star Wars.
Yeah.
And but Dune 2 is on another level. Dune 2 only happens like mainly on one planet, and it still stays entertaining. I was never bored. I was never feeling like, I don't know, getting distracted by something else. It's just focusing on the movie, and it went by super fast. All these scenes, the acting, I cannot explain this. And then the second planet I forgot their names, with the bald people. Like, that whole scene was also super well done. Whole different vibe. Everything is like black and white. Everything is so brutal
Yes.
and
Yes.
aggressive and unnatural. It just feels like so artificial, and it's so good as a contrast to the desert.
Yeah.
And Paul's development. Many people misunderstood this movie, right? On some white savior complex I remember seeing on TikTok, but it's
Hell
I
no.
mean,
What the
it's
fuck?
not that. It's actually, I mean, we didn't say spoiler warning, but whoever clicked on this video, I don't give a fuck. You know what you're in for, right? Paul is really there to become their messiah, to become their leader through a prophecy that the people that came before him invented for this planet, right? Because they knew that Paul would, like, at one point, someone off there, like someone descendant, whatever, would come and rule over them, and this prophecy would ensure that the people living there would also agree with him ruling over them. It's like many years before even Dune 1 happened, all this shit was planned. Paul comes in and has to do this. He's against war. He turns into someone who leads them to war, where many millions and billions of people die. The development is really good. Paul, from what I'm seeing, is gonna turn into a villain or an anti-hero at the very least. And
I'm
also,
interested.
yeah,
I'm interested to see where his character goes, because at one point, cause his mother, like the Reverend Mother, or at least I guess like now the Reverend Mother, because now that he's taken over power in a sense, he has to go fight the upper houses and everything. It's like, throughout the movie, at first, the second one, I was like, is he still being like? I know he was refusing to go south because he kept on seeing the visions of what would happen if he does go south. And of course his mother was like, "Now you need to come down here, like, like, we need you serve a bigger purpose." But you kept on rejecting it, even from her, from Stilgar, just everything had to do with the Southern faith. And it's like, now is he still fulfilling that prophecy of, like, since he went south, with that future of him like because in the future like the vision it showed his mom like
Mm-hmm.
walking through the desert and there was like bodies all around her and it's so like is that are we going towards that future or is it like he did go south and he is doing all these things but he still has like a bigger like he still has like his own plan like amongst everything that's
Hard
going
to
on.
say, but I feel like the prophecy will come true. Whether like he drank the juice, he isn't him anymore. The one girl, I'm bad with names, Zendaya, she left.
Chani,
She
yeah.
yeah, she said, if you stay the same, if you don't change, I will stay with you. But he changed, right?
But even that
He,
it's like
he took
at
up the
towards the
role.
end.
He took up the role that he didn't want to take. He became their messiah because this is like his prophecy. He cannot avoid it. He had to do it, and she leaves. So now he's
But
going
like
south.
but yeah, like yeah, I know she left towards the end of at the end of the movie, but like even like before he fought, Austin Butler's character,
Hmm.
like he told her like as long as I breathe, I'll love you. I know like right after that he told the other girl I'm gonna marry you, but
Yeah, I
even
know
that
what you
like
mean. Yeah.
but like that's like a political like power move. I feel like he has like a bigger thing to play. I feel like he's like yeah he's doing
Hmm.
shit that may like he's doing actions that don't align with his words, but I feel like there has to be some like further plan he has for himself, like everything that he's doing. I don't know. Like there's no
Yeah.
way he's like this. But you said he did drink. But then again, but we saw another vision of his sister that's in the Reverend Mother's belly right now. We saw her all grown up and everything like that
Hmm.
on the beach where the water meets the sand. So it's like there is like a future where he does accomplish that and he does bring water
What
back to
if
the
he
planet.
does that all through war? I mean, he said he will bring back water through this war. What if he becomes
Mm,
the villain and his sister is the new protagonist? We will see.
mm,
I I would like it. Like as I said, no book knowledge, just from what I've heard and from what I'm
yeah,
seeing in the movie. I would love to see like Dune 1, 2, and 3 be like the backstory for Paul to like while he be like as like for him becoming a villain, and then the protagonist is someone else, and then you've seen the
mm,
villain develop, or maybe the anti-hero. I don't know what the term would be. Depends on what he
okay.
does next. Maybe it goes that route, maybe not. I just heard that the next Dune is the end of Paul's story. Doesn't mean that he dies. It just means that his story in the books finishes here. So maybe this is where it goes. It's just what the
I feel
movies
it.
are, setting up. Yeah, overall, I know what you mean. It's like, does he still have enough self control and plans
I
to,
think he
to
does, bro.
change?
I'm rooting for him. I feel like I don't know. I really want him to like just prove everybody wrong and like
Depends on whether those visions are set in stone or not. Like, can you change
yeah,
them? Because he's seeing a war, so maybe it cannot be avoided. He already went to it. Like he, after drinking the blue juice, had no gripes with using those nuclear weapons, just
that is
bombing
true.
everyone. Dope ass
But
scene, by
they
the way. Hey yo.
but at least but he didn't but he used it like everything is like strategized. Like he only used it specifically
Yeah.
for and I guess it's one of the things because like the power he got from like because now his visions are a lot more clear now. Like I feel like his strategy is way crazier now after he drank the blue juice and even like with the using of the weapons like
Mm-hmm.
just even how he does certain things where like he knew like when he oh my god there's so many crazy scenes like when the sand comes through inside the throne room and he's walking in at the end and he goes straight for the guy, of course, the guy who took his father and he
Yeah.
kills that guy and then like he just tells them like oh yeah I killed the Tarkatans
And
and da da
nobody
da da da.
stops him. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like this man, he's so him. So it's like I feel like he did like no, bro. He's for sure. He knows what he's doing. Like maybe like not like perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
He still might falter here and there, but I feel like he still has like some type of sense of himself. Because like why would he say certain things? Like even like I said
Yeah.
before of him telling, uh, Chinese and Daya's character like I would love you as long as I breathe. Like and then he's like looking at her the entire time when he's fighting Austin Butler's character. Like it has
Mm-hmm.
to mean something. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know.
No. I think it does. What was the term? Chekhov's gun, right? If you show the gun, use it. So if he says this,
Yeah,
there has to be a reason. Yeah. So, okay. I cannot talk. Dune 2 was like one of the movies I was wondering should I watch it because Dune 1, I mean, it was cool. I watched it years ago. I watched it on release. I don't know how many years it's been. And I was, conflicted because Dune 1 was okay. I wasn't sure if Dune 2 would be better. Then I looked at online, Letterbox reviews were looking good. I was like, okay, let me give it a chance. Good thing I did. My brother was also surprised. He liked Dune 1 a little bit less than me even, but he liked Dune 2 more than me. So his jump was even bigger here. So as a whole, I don't think anyone was really disappointed with Dune 2. Only if you misunderstood the movie. There were many people I saw online misunderstanding certain moments, certain themes, or Paul's character altogether. So I guess that can happen. But since this movie doesn't tell you a lot, like it's really about the viewer finding out stuff themselves
Yeah.
while looking. Yeah, it doesn't feed you with a spoon. Spoon feed you? Yeah, whatever. Yeah. But
I like
overall,
that though. I like that though. I
yeah,
like that though.
music, sound effects. Yeah. Also, this I heard this movie was cost less than She-Hulk to make.
Really?
Yes, I
Ain't
can
no
check
way,
the
bro.
budget right
There's
now.
a lot of there's a lot of crazy scenes in that movie, bro, that are so well done. Even the scene where he rides that worm for the first time, that scene was insane.
Yeah. Uh.
Even the scene where they're fighting in the Coliseum with Austin Butler's character, and he's fighting
Yep.
the
I just
um
checked.
the the Atreides guy.
I just checked. Every one episode of She-Hulk cost around 25 million US dollars, and it, everything together as one number is 225 million dollars to make She-Hulk. The budget for Dune 2 is 190 million,
Wow.
and the first movie was 165 million. So somehow Dune 2, way less money, way better. They even had super popular actors, and it still cost less.
That's another thing as well. Like, cause I guess I went like you said, like I went into this stuff completely blindly. I didn't know who the cast was. So when I saw certain people, I was like, bro, what the fuck? Like when I saw Florence Pugh and the guy who played the king, like he's a very famous actor. I just
Yeah.
really forget his name, but like there's so many people that just like it's like, bro, no way you're in this movie. Even like when I saw Austin, but I only reason I knew he was in the movie because I saw like a random TikTok. But even then, like the movie was going like the way the movie flows and it's like how long it is, but it doesn't feel as long as it really is. Like when he popped up on screen as the nephew, I was like, oh yeah, you are in this movie still. I just didn't know who you played,
Yeah.
and like that's crazy.
Yeah. Timothy Chalamet, also very good actor, I realized.
Yeah, he was killing it.
People are
He was
comparing
killing
him to, like, asking who has the better, like, future, whatever, him or Tom Holland. I feel
bro.
like
Can
it's
you leave these people alone, bro? Like they be going
they
crazy.
are going crazy, bro. And Zendaya, DJ Khaled meme. What does she even do? Okay.
Zendaya, like
Nah.
and then because I watched it with my girlfriend and she's saying that too. She said her only gripe was that the fact she felt like the love, like the romance between Paul and Chani just kind of moved a little bit too
Too
quickly.
many time skips. Yeah. This was like my biggest criticism of the movie. Too many time
Mhm.
skips, because I felt like, I don't know, not disconnected, but I was confused on where we were, and how much time had passed. Like, I'm still not sure. How long was he on the desert planet? Years, months, weeks? Probably more than weeks. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. And the whole, like, the interactions with the characters, right? He, of course, off screen grows to be closer with Chani and others, but we don't see it, so it's, I don't know. They jump around a lot, and it did get confusing sometimes, especially when you jump from place to place, and suddenly it's different character. I don't fucking know. Hard to explain. But it's not a big thing, but it's one of the things I didn't like. And I'm seeing right now music by Hans Zimmer, the GOAT.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how it goes. And yeah, overall, good cast of actors, and acting, of course, itself.
Oh,
Good art
I will say,
direction. Yeah.
I will say for Zendaya is that like like I won't say because Zendaya for sure knows how to act. Because like
Hmm.
if you watch Euphoria, like she's definitely a shining star in that series, at least for the TV show. But like, at the same time, like Zendaya is the kind of person where like her name alone will bring people to come and watch whatever it is, or just interact with whatever the movie or TV show is. So like if they're gonna have Zendaya in the movie, of course they're gonna want to show her as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
kind of I know that was a meme in the first movie where they're saying like they would just start playing music and they would just flash Zendaya's face on the screen for like 30 seconds for no reason, then it go back to the main story. And it's like I get that, and I get the meme, and that's funny, but like you just, sometimes like with how good the movie is, you just and sometimes you just overlook. It'd be one thing if the movie was ass and then they're just showing Zendaya for no fucking reason. I'm like, oh, man, this is kind of annoying, but the movie is like damn near peak, so it's like it's whatever. Like I get they have to do certain things, and that she's there for a reason. And she was cool. Like she was like her stunts and shit when she was fighting. She was going crazy.
Hmm.
Everything.
Yeah. As a whole, not to be talking too much about the same thing,
Yeah.
good movie. If you are watching this by any, I don't know, randomly, not having watched the movie, being spoiled a little bit here and there, watch it. Watch Dune 1 first. Please watch the first movie
Yeah.
first.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
just jump in like some people into 2 and bro, it's too I'm sorry, but it's too complex. I'm saying it right now. It's too complex to jump in and without the first movie. Too many names, too many things going on. They don't explain to you what spice is in the second movie, so you should know about it through the first movie. Otherwise, you will be confused on why the fuck they are even there on this planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just realized that is true.
Mm.
And just enjoy the first movie for what it is. Like I guess I went in there with like just a blank slate. I didn't have any preconceived notes. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna watch this so I can watch the second one. And then I watched it. I was like, oh, this shit's fire. I
Yeah.
can't wait for the second one.
I feel like, yeah, as you said, the first movie gets better in retrospect.
Yeah.
Not like as I said, I was in theaters. I didn't enjoy the first movie that much, but now with 2 being out, 1 does look better. Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
because you know what it's setting up. You know that there's more than just the build-up. Finally, and now knowing that the second movie is so good, I expect a lot from the third movie, and I believe they will deliver.
Absolutely, going into space now, about to fight the other houses, and
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. That this world is so big because they've done so much world building up into this point, but like we don't even know who the other houses are. We don't know like who they have on their, I guess like their team, I guess, quote unquote, or who the actors might be to like represent some of these other characters. They can probably have another star-studded cast for the third movie. So
Yeah.
I guess there's only more to look forward to for sure.
As a whole, I think that was enough yapping about the movie. Goated movie. Not a lot of bad things to say. It is a bit confusing here and there because of different things, but I feel like if you watch it maybe a second time, or I don't fucking know, just really pay attention, that shouldn't happen. And some stuff that isn't explained yet, I assume will be answered in a third movie.
Yeah.
And then we'll have the complete package and we'll be good. Yeah, we'll be good. So far, right? So far, best movie of the year. But we will see what comes out after this. I'm not sure what is going to come out this year. What else?
Movie wise, I have no idea.
Yeah, I like anime and stuff. I know all about it, and games, but no movies.
Yeah, all I know is like Kung Fu Panda 4 came out. That shit's butt.
That shit is ass. I heard. I know not a single person has said anything positive. And by the way, before we end this, my brothers told me that the Megamind 2 movie also dropped not long ago. I missed it completely. That shit on Letterboxd has a 1.3 out of 5. All these reviews give it half a star on some Megamind, more like Nevermind. Like this movie.
Wait, this movie came out?
Yes, Megamind 2 looks horrible on some Nintendo DS game.
Oh, it came out on Peacock. No wonder. 2.2 out of 10. What the fuck?
We might need to watch it and make a video.
Bro, no way. Oh, we actually might have
we need
to.
to convince Taco to join us.
Bro, 2.2 out of 10 is actually insane. And look how bad it looks. It looks like you know that fucking that Bitcoin thing we watched?
Oh
That
my god,
freaking
you're
Bitcoin
so
Island?
fucking right. I was
It
thinking
looks
about
like
like
exactly like
Ladybug, like
that.
Miraculous Ladybug, right?
That
But even
too.
that looks better. Like the Miraculous Ladybug has its own movie that came out like last year or so, and it does look better. But this Megamind 2, holy shit, they really just wanted to destroy this whole movie's legacy.
Kung Fu Panda
God.
got a 6 out of 10. Oh yeah, we're cooked.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Kung Fu Panda 4 is obvious cash grab. It's yeah. Sadly, sadly,
But
sadly.
like, why though? Like, this is the ending on this last, bro. DreamWorks, they just put out Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. That's like one of the best animated film I've ever seen in my life. The story was good, the animation was good.
Man, Puss in Boots 2 is
So
so
what does DreamWorks need money for? Y'all just put out a banger that leads into the next Shrek movie. What are y'all putting out? Whatever, man. Just wrap it.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. This has been a Dune 2 Yap session with Jazz and Pan. See you on the next video. Maybe Mega Man 2. Maybe with Taco. Maybe.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Maybe.
We'll see. Peace out, y'all, though. Have a good one.
Peace.